Report of the New World, though the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. Yeah, I know my hair wild and it's out of here. But I still gotta let y'all know what's happening though. So today they actually unveiled the articles of impeachment. One being the abuse of power for Trump, and then two being obstruction of justice by interfering with the investigation into his abuse of power. You know, not letting any White House aides actually testify or trying to prevent that, not turning over any documents, just completely refusing to comply with the investigation. You had Stephen Castor, the Republican lawyer that actually basically pleaded the case in front of the House committee yesterday, basically saying that, you know, none of the things that Trump's being accused for was present on that July 25th phone call that centers around this impeachment. Him pressuring Ukrainian president to actually open up an investigation against the Bidens over here, and doing so by withholding military aid. Then you had Daniel Goldman, lawyer for the House Intelligence Committee, that actually pleaded his case, basically saying that, of course, the motherfucker needs to be impeached. Are you crazy? Now, check this out. You also had, we're going to end that thing. Green War, right? Report of the New World, though the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. So the Justice Department had an independent Inspector General, Michael Horowitz, actually conduct an investigation into whether the FBI's investigation into the link between the Trump administration, the 2016 presidential election in the U.S. and Russia was present, and whether that was politically driven. And the report shows that no, there was no political bias that is going into making that investigation happen, which obviously goes against what a lot of Republicans have said, including Trump himself. Now, also though, what was found out of that report was that there's some serious problems dealing with the FBI's conduct of like wiretapping, and in this case, as it related to Carter Page, Trump's political advisor, one of Trump's many political advisors. And but you know, understand that what happened with Carter Page be extrapolated to like what's happening to a bunch of people in the U.S., including especially Muslims, according to the ACLU. But you know, of course, the black people as well. You know what I mean? So Green War graduation. Report of the New World, though the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. At War with the Truth is the title of an article put out by the Washington Post. That is actually the first installation of what is being considered the modern-day Pentagon Papers. Now, after a 3-year legal battle, the Washington Post won access to these 2,000 pages of documentation containing 400 interviews from generals, inspectors, you had Afghan officials, first aid workers, diplomats, and other people involved in this 18-year-long Afghan war. And it basically shows how the U.S. has no idea what the fuck they've been doing. And they've been repeatedly lying to us or misleading us about what we think is going on over there in Afghanistan, hiding the fact that this war is definitely unwinnable. Despite across three presidencies, Bush, Obama, and Trump, there haven't been 775,000 troops deployed. 2,000 have been killed, 20,000 injured, probably a couple million Afghan people have been killed. But the reality is, this war is unwinnable. You had Douglas Luke, who actually had, in this paper, he's actually a 3-star general with the Afghan war czar under Bush and Obama, basically saying like, you know, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing out there, and if the American people knew, we'd be pissed, basically. So that's how you get an 18-year war. Green War and graduation. The New World daughter Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Files News Report. You had Ro Khanna, California Congressmember, and Bernie Sanders, Senator for Vermont and presidential candidate for 2020, who actually have come out and since the Afghanistan papers had come out, the modern day Pentagon papers that I told y'all about today, they actually have are calling on lawmakers to denounce and vote against the $738 billion National Defense Authorization Act. Now, first off, even though they've been dealing with hundreds of billions of dollars the past several years, ever since the bailout, that's a lot of fucking money. That doesn't change that from being a ridiculous amount of money. And this is the type of money they've been asking for to deal with military spending. But here we are in Afghanistan, an endless war, where even Douglas Luke, 3-star general and Afghan war czar under Bush and Obama, has actually said that, you know, they were devoid of natural understanding of an understanding of Afghanistan, it seems like they just frivolously spending this money, and that's what they're going against. Like this money has done nothing. In the joint statement, they basically said it's done nothing to end endless wars, stop the poisoning of drinking waters, end the unconstitutional war that's being waged on Iran, or even to stop the bombing of innocent children in Yemen. So fuck out of here with that National Defense Authorization Act. Green War and graduation. Order of the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky actually met in Paris, and they have agreed to a full and comprehensive ceasefire. Something that would basically end violence that's been happening between the two countries for the past 5.5 years that have led to the death of 13,000 people. Now, they said that this will be actually enacted by the end of the year. They also agreed to release all conflict-related detainees by the end of the year. They also vowed to resolve the dispute about Russian gas exports actually going through pipelines that cross into Ukraine, but they didn't agree on what they were going to do about Russian-backed forces that are actually in Ukraine, in places that are controlled by Russian-backed rebels, as well as the elections that they're having here. So we'll see how this turns out. Green War and graduation. Order of the world order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Make sure you sign that petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. I'll change that all link in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out my new mixtape too. The first Instagram mixtape ever. Still I grind at still_I grind on Instagram. Check it out. I showed the YouTube link too, where you can just watch it straight up and forward. You can watch it and post on the gram. You feel me? Always forward moving, never backwards. You feel me? Now check this out though. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. He's had somewhat of a Hindu nationalist agenda. No secret about that, but it seems like this has been progressed in a way, because over in India there's been the Citizenship Amendment Bill that has been passed by the lower house of Parliament, that basically says that provides a pathway to citizenship through a religious test for all of South Asia's major religions except Islam. Mind you, there are 200 million Muslims in India. So, and it's headed to the upper house of Parliament, where it's expected to pass. So we'll see how this turns out. Green War and graduation is fucked up. Order of the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Now, while protests are raging in Madrid, Spain, around the United Nations Climate Summit COP25, regarding everything from not approving of BP, Shell, and these oil companies holding their own talks about carbon markets, to protesting why the venue was actually moved from Chile, Santiago, Chile, to Madrid, Spain, and calling for Sebastian Piñera's resignation. But meanwhile, over in Denmark, you actually had the Climate Act passed, a historic, legally binding act that basically commits Denmark to achieving a reduction of carbon emissions by 70% by 2030, and holds current and future climate ministers to achieving net zero emissions by 2050, the latest. Green War and graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Make sure y'all sign that petition. Get Donald Trump on Twitter. I'm the same.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGram716, or in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube. Also check out my mixtape, Still I Grind, the first Instagram mixtape ever. You can find it on @still_I grind on Instagram, and it'll have a link there where you can just watch it on YouTube straight through. You know what I'm saying? It's 24 minutes runtime, but that shit fire though. You dig? Commentary, freestyle, never touch paper. You nigga ain't got time. You feel me? I give y'all the news. So check this out though. Over in Australia, actually, there's been 6 people killed and over 5 million acres burnt due to these climate-fueled wildfires. There's over 100 fires burning through New South Wales as well as Victoria, and those are Australian states. So shit is crazy. A lot of people are evacuating their homes, and this is actually expected to get worse today as temperatures are expected to soar over 100 degrees. Green Wall and Graduation. The New World Order Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So the Committee to Protect Journalists is actually calling for the release of Zaid Mohammed Al-Kafazi. This is a journalist who was abducted from his home in Baghdad after covering anti-government protests in Tahrir Square in Iraq. Now, this is actually a he was abducted. You know, they're calling for his release, but this comes after an unidentified gunman had actually shot and killed photographer Ahmed Mohana Al-Lami. Now, it was also covering the protest. Mind you, over 400 protesters have actually been killed since these anti-government protests erupted on October 1st in Iraq. So you're talking about a lot of protesting that's actually been going against Iraqi corruption, the lack of jobs and resources, and basic resources like water and electricity. So shit is real over there. Green Wall and Graduation. The New World Order Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So Aung San Suu Kyi, this is actually a Burma's de facto leader who was a Nobel Peace Prize winner and spent years fighting against the Burmese military. Well, now in the crazy twist, she's actually defending the Burmese military in the International Court of Justice at The Hague, defending them due to the accusations that the Burmese military have tried to commit genocide against Rohingya Muslims that have been there. We're talking about thousands of people having been killed, 250,000 being forced to relocate. As I mentioned in my BFN World Broadcast number 11. So if you want more on the scoop of that, make sure you check that out. Break it down a little more. But shit is real. We'll see how this turns out though. Green Wall and Graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. Make sure y'all sign that petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the same.org link in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube or my Instagram bio, GradyGreen716. Now, make sure you check out my mixtape too. The only Instagram mixtape, the first one to ever be put out, at still_I grind. The shit fire, got commentary mixed in between, all exclusive shit, man. Check it out. Now, over in the Supreme Court actually refused to hear a Kentucky law that was being appealed by the American Civil Liberties Union, which basically has it that doctors would perform ultrasound and put up fetal images, before performing abortion. So the people that are against that rule actually argue that there's no medical basis to it, and its only aim is to coerce women into not having an abortion. But at the same time, the Kentucky was the Supreme Court was just like, well, so that's what's happening. Green Wall and Graduation. For the New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo actually slammed Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and two Texas Republican senators, John Cornyn and Ted Cruz, for basically not reauthorizing the Violence Against Women's Act. It basically takes firearms out of the hands of boyfriends who are known to abuse their girlfriends. Now, he slammed them, basically saying that we all know that, and this comes after a Houston police sergeant was actually killed by her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So he's slamming them and basically saying, we know the only reason they want to do it, they don't want to reauthorize it, is because they don't want to displease the NRA, because the National Rifle Association, and I'm paraphrasing obviously, but the National Rifle Association doesn't like taking guns out of those boyfriend things, those abusive boyfriend things. So we'll see how this turns out though. Green Wall and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this Black Fox News report. So in the region of Valencia, Spain, and at the Sagunto port, there was actually 7 activists that actually were protesting there as a Saudi vessel had docked. Now they believing that this Saudi vessel is going to carry weapons to be used in Yemen, and they had signs that read like, stop the war stop here, and all of that. So keep in mind that 100,000 people have been killed in Yemen, and the war in Yemen between Saudi Arabia and Yemen, and Saudi Arabia being backed by the U.S. has killed that many people and led to the world's worst humanitarian crisis. So crisis, pardon. So stay woke, man. Green Wall and Graduation.